What the heck is going on, guys? It's your guy, Coke or Hector, and we're back at it like a crack addict. And today, we have episode 11 of the Background Podcast, and we are here with a very special guest. He is an amazing singer. He's dressed very stylish, and he's helping. He's like, who is he talking about?
I don't see anybody with that description here.
And he's helping throw the October show that we'll talk about later in the podcast.
That must be me.
Yep, but I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself. Who are you?
Okay, so my name is actually Kenneth Chaff. That's my real name.
Okay.
But I go by Chaff the Prophet, which is probably the most important name that I go by. But Chaff the Prophet's weird because it has a $sign in it, and it's kind of confusing, and people don't know how to pronounce it. So just to make it very clear, Chaff the Prophet.
Chaff
That's how
the
you
Prophet,
pronounce
everybody.
it. And if you don't pronounce it like that,
You're
nothing
doing-
will happen.
Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen. But now you know.
Chaff the Prophet, everybody, with a $sign, because you be bringing in the dollars.
Oh, so many dollars I bring into my pockets.
Yeah.
You know, like, sitting down was hard,
Uh-huh.
not because they were empty.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, okay, Chaff the Prophet, how did you come up with that?
It was weird. I kind of did the whole Post Malone thing. I read an article which said that Post Malone typed his name into a random word generator.
Okay.
And I shuffled through options for like an hour. I was actually with my buddy Jovan. He was rapping back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like when we were 16 or 17. And I was doing other stuff at the time that I won't get into, but like just like music stuff that I wasn't taking super serious. It was very comical and stuff. But I eventually like came up with that name, and he came up with his name at the same time, and we were like, dude, we gotta like go with these.
Okay.
And so that was the beginning of the new era, which ended up being the beginning of a very long era for me.
Okay.
Yeah, which has gone on for 6 years. 6.
Okay.
It's an approximate because professionally on Spotify is one thing, and then I did do SoundCloud, YouTube stuff.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel like once you're officially on Spotify, that's
the beginning.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
It's
funny. That's how I feel about it too, right? But like, okay, so for anybody who follows my social media, which is none of you, because you know the chances are, hi mom, hi dad. That's those are my two fans. No, but so if you follow my social media at all, I posted recently a little bit more in depth than I normally do, and I talked about how after every album or EP, I feel like I'm done. And so on my first Spotify release, I thought I was done.
Okay.
Because I had made it. I was like, oh, I made it on Spotify. But what else is there to do?
Yo, you thought that was the cap.
Yeah. No, I totally thought that was the cat. I thought I was donezo. I am not done so.
Yeah.
Found.
Still a lot
and
to
at the
go.
end of my post, I did say, like, I hope that never changes. And I do truly. I hope that I'm, like, 98 in my deathbed, like, writing songs for my kid.
Oh, that's amazing.
Or, like, my grandkid or something to be like, here, you know, you do these. Here's 9 songs. This is the next album. It's all you, buddy.
Yup.
Here's the torch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Passing it along.
Probably will not happen. But, you know, I'm going to have kids, but the chances of them wanting to go into music, not likely.
Who knows?
Yeah,
you
maybe.
know?
I mean,
it's in their genes if you have kids.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I know my older brother was in a punk band when he was in high school.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and my younger brother is kind of like into music and stuff. He's doing more photography stuff now. But,
Okay.
Yeah, so he's doing more photography stuff, but he used to do like a lot of music stuff. We actually had a punk band together, me and him.
You and your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a punk band because we did a synth pop album. Like that's the second
Yes.
one. It was a Christmas album.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. Pretty nuts.
What was the name of your band, you and your brother?
Faucet Drip.
Okay,
Faucet
Faucet Drip. There you go.
And it's funny because the original name of the band was Half Past Midnight.
Okay.
Which
That's cool.
We got that from a sketch with Green Day on some late night show. I think it was Kevin Hart or something like that, and it's like a race joke.
Okay.
With the like Half Past Midnight is like I think Kevin joins the band or something, and he's like, you know, we should call it Half Past Midnight.
Okay.
And you know,
okay.
so it's funny because you know, it's a race joke. Uh-oh. Canceled before we even got started.
Yeah.
No, but so it was really funny, but I was like, oh, that's just a really cool name. Like, isn't that like Half Past Midnight? You know, and we could just like, I was like, oh, we could have this cool origin story. And then we did it, and we found out like after we did it that somebody else already had it. A punk band had already done Half Past Midnight,
that
and
sucks.
we were like, wow. And they were kind of better than us.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Because they were like way more aggressive and like hardcore, and I was like, all right,
okay.
this is like a real punk band, and we're like making punk pop kind of stuff, and I was like, it's not that our stuff's not good, but they're Half Past Midnight.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not us. So my brother, he had come up with a name when we were like generating ideas, and we ended up going with his name for that. So we replaced the album with the new name, Faucet Drip. And then we called that album Half Past Midnight.
There you go.
That was
loophole.
the way around it.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the next album was like Faucet Drip, and it, I don't remember that. It's a very corny Christmas name because it's a Christmas album.
Yeah, yeah.
The cover of it, both albums are me and my brother as kids.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like from the 2000s.
It's always
and
a
stuff.
classic way to go.
Yeah, so for the first one, it's just like us. My parents had a picture of us playing instruments. Like one of us had like a toy drum, and the other one had like a xylophone or something, and so we had that as the picture. And then we had another one, which was the Christmas one, and that's like us even younger on Santa's lap.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
It's a crazy album.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
haven't heard it, you should.
It's
have
public.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
It is public. It's out there. Faucet Drip.
Faucet Drip.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is out there.
Faucet Drip, everyone. Give it a listen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry for rambling.
No,
I'm
dude,
sure
this
you have
is-
things to say. It's your podcast.
No, bro, you're the guest. Don't feel bad about rambling. I want you to talk as much as you want.
Wow.
Well, now that you mention it, bust out like a list.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I have to say about everything and everything that's
Yeah.
going on in the state of 2025. That's the year that we're in. 2025. The wonderful year.
2025.
The year of our Lord and Savior, as they call it. Right. That's
Yeah.
what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't remember, 30 years from now, when you're watching this, old me, 2025 was the year of our Lord and Savior, right? Nothing bad happened in this time. Not one bad thing ever happened in 2025.
The sarcasm.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's not Reddit. /s. Slash. This is a sarcasm tag. Yeah. Do you have anything to add to like ask?
Yeah.
To lead this in a different direction than down a hole.
Well, I still
where I'm
want
gonna
to.
take
I still want to talk about your music.
Okay.
So before we started recording, you told us you have 2 songs out, right? Is that correct, or you have more than that?
Oh, for my music, I
Uh-huh.
have plenty of songs.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
you have
I
plenty of songs.
A lot of songs.
Okay, so for people who don't know your music style, just kind of like describe, like what listening to your music, what that experience is like. What's your style?
Okay, so it's a tough question because I've done so many things. I'm very actually similar to your music. I actually listen to your music in the car, and I've never
nice.
listened to it before. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I've listened to your music a bit before, like for like since we started the group chat and all that stuff. I went through your catalog and I started listening to your music. I really like your new stuff. I like your 2010 style.
Oh, thanks.
I have some unreleased stuff that's actually like that. But
Okay.
I think if I showed you it, like you would be like, hey, let's
It's like,
make
dang,
that
collab.
better.
Yeah.
Let's make that better. Yeah. But like I've done a lot of stuff. When I first started, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I started on Fruity Loop Studio. Oh, here, to put it into perspective, not to get off track, but like to put it into perspective, I'm on album 12 right now. This is my 12th full-length album that I've done. And I've done EPs that never got like a full-length album and stuff.
Okay.
And then I also have mixtapes from like the early part of my career before I actually put my stuff on Spotify. But like I'm on album 12 now, and there's a
Okay.
compilation album too, so technically 13. But
Okay.
album number 12 of purely fresh material, and I think I had 3 EPs on YouTube. So I've made a lot of music.
Yeah.
And then with my brother's punk band, that's 2 albums that I made.
Okay.
They both have like 5 to 9 songs on it, I would say, for each one. I don't remember the exact length of those. But all of my albums are 9 songs. I always push it to 9.
Yeah.
Except for the new one. The
Oh,
new one
switched it up.
is 8 songs.
8.
Don't ask why.
Uh-huh.
It's a bad answer. No. I literally just... So when I started doing this album, I felt really drained. And I tend to feel pretty drained after every album that I do, but this period I went through some existential dread, got into some spirituality crises. Basically, I did some illegal substances that aren't that bad. You know, for those watching, it's not that bad. It's just meth. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know if I should say this because of YouTube, right? We're going on YouTube? All right. Yeah. So we're not going to say what illicit substance it was. Okay. But let's just say it was a psychedelic substance. You can say that on YouTube. It was a psychedelic substance. A mild one that connects you to the earth and is normally pretty good.
Magic mushrooms?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know if you've said that on your channel before.
Well, I've actually vlogged me tripping. Like,
that's nuts.
So
I've actually seen people do that. I need to watch that video.
I'll send it to you. Definitely. I was tripping on acid. LSD.
So I was on mushrooms. Okay. I had done mushrooms before. I did a pretty good quantity, probably like a glass this big mixed with some orange juice. I did that with my friend back in the day. That was fine. This time I did like a full cap and half the stem. It was apparently a Maquila gorilla.
What the?
I guess that's what it's called. But the guy who gave it to me said that it's the same kind of mushrooms that Mike Tyson does. Now, I don't know if that's true. I do not know if that's true. You can look it up and you'll probably find no information. I have no idea if it's true. That's what the guy who gave it to me said. Dang. So I was like, well, whether it is or it's not, it's probably pretty good, right? So I do this mushroom and I'm listening to my album at the time, which is Psychedelic Bubblegum. I'm having a good trip or whatever, and I'm smoking weed and I'm cooling. And then everything starts to feel bad and off, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. That's weird. I need to sit down. So I go and sit down, and then it feels like I'm like after 5 to 10 minutes in real time, I am tripping balls. I am seeing everything. Like I just see all these eyes in between the universe and shit. I'm just like, I am always being watched, and I see these eyes, and then it starts to feel like I'm falling. Okay. It just feels like I'm falling and I'm falling and I'm falling, and then I'm like begging to be saved. And I don't want to die, and and then I'm like, well, okay, well, I just want to live better. I just want to live a better life. That's what I want to do. And then the hand, I just felt this giant hand grab me, and whoa, that was it was crazy. I felt this giant hand grab me, and was like, okay, well, then do better, you know. And so I've been trying to make better choices and stuff. I still smoke my weed, and I still have some vices that I got to take care of, like the nicotine and stuff like that. I'm on these pesky Raz brand right now. These are literally going extinct like the Geek Bar. I don't know.
Oh wow!
For those of you watching 30 years in the future, I know how important this video is going to be for us to look back on. 30 years from now, these will be extinct probably.
Whoa!
They're trying to get rid of these really hard because they're technically illegal. They get through the FDA, and they've been getting through super easily because people weren't checking and stuff, but now they're cracking down on it, and so Geek Bars are gone and Razes are gone, so the vape thing is going crazy right now. I wonder if people would go back to smoking mods and stuff, like the big mods. I don't know if you remember that, but I wonder if people are gonna do that.
Who knows? They might be like a rarest collector item in 10, 20 years.
Yeah, but so I basically felt the hand of God, and I just kind of got shoved back into doing better. And I have these vices still, but I moderate myself a lot more than I was back, even a year ago or even 6 months ago. It's a total work in progress. I'm always getting better. But the thing that happened so when I did that trip, I was 90% done with an album. That was my last album, The Future Sounds of Heartbreak. Now, immediately after the trip, I was fine for the most part. I was good. And I went back into making music to be like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. So I made the rest of the album, and I put it out. And then after the album, I made the music video. I was good. After that, I kind of tumbled really fast. I had panic attacks about death and stuff, and just worrying about where you're going to go after this, and wondering if I could trust my experience because I was on drugs. Wondering if I could feel the connection with God without the drugs, or in the state that I'm in, which is high on weed, because it is legal in the state of Illinois. For people who are over 21. So for me, it's it's a very, I'm trying to find that connection and stuff still, and that balance, and also, when that happened, I started looking into Christianity and what God did I experience, because that that kind of thing where it's like, you know, oh, you want to do better is a kind of Christian redemption, like you're on the judgment block almost kind of thing. But yeah, I've always struggled with Christianity, or there are things in the Bible that like I don't match up with history super well, and that's not like a controversial thing if you look at biblical scholars and stuff like that. Like the Exodus of Egypt, there is evidence that it could have happened. Like there is, you know, like camps and stuff in the area that are around that time period, and people claim that that's what that is. But it is highly debated stuff, and it's very overly complicated. So I have never felt completely satisfied, and I'm trying to find that satisfaction, and I'm trying to also take a leap of faith where I don't find that satisfaction. So it is a power struggle. I've been going through it. You might be able to tell why I wasn't able to make any music for a little bit. I made a couple songs about God, and I was working on them really hard, and I really liked them, and then I guess my faith kind of crumbled beneath me, and then I felt like I didn't know what I knew anymore, and I felt like I really needed to know what the hell I was talking about before I started going on and ranting about shit. So, before I made any major mistakes with that, I was like, I need to just take a step back from the music thing and putting God in that, and I felt weird about, like, putting it up on Spotify and stuff too, with, like, making money off of it. I was like, yeah, that doesn't seem right, and so, I understand that it's praise and you're allowed to do it loud and proud, but I was very much struggling with what I was trying to say, so I abandoned the project. And then I had come up with 2 songs with some YouTube beats, which is actually how I got started.
Okay, YouTube beats, yeah.
Yeah, but my vocal effects are a lot better, and my mixing and mastering's a lot better, so I was like, okay, well, let's do this for real, and take some... they're amazing beats by this guy named Zeno, I believe is how it's pronounced. But if you look up Zeno Beats, Z-I-N-O Beats, this guy's beats are crazy. And I'm not like sponsored to say this, I'm not paid to say this. These dude's beats are like soul trap beats and stuff. Amazing beats. And they are commercial free. So you can use them for commercial use.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You don't have to pay for them or anything.
No, the only thing you have to do is not touch the content ID, the YouTube switch, you know, the full monetization. So as long as you leave it not fully monetized, he gets credit and you get your work out there. And then after a certain amount of streams, then you have to buy a license. And I feel like that's fair. You know, if I get over 10,000 streams, I'll fucking buy a damn license. Yeah. No problem. These beats are awesome. Like, I am super happy with these, especially compared to my early work. I mean, some of my early work is really great, but I like it all. I'm biased. I made it.
Of course.
But I'm 12 albums deep, and this is... I feel like the most professional I've ever been, even though normally I make all the instruments and stuff myself, and I'm very hands-on with the writing. Not the writing, I mean, I'm doing all the vocals and writing myself. But normally I'm very 100%. It's 100% me. All the mixing, mastering, the music videos are directed by me. I edit everything. I did film school. I did audio school when I was a kid, so both of those things have come in handy. I do it all myself. That's always been my thing. Once I started on Spotify, because I didn't want to deal with any copyright stuff, and I don't want to deal with any music getting taken down. You know? This music was so good, I decided to risk it anyways. I mean, this guy is really cool, and I've talked to him on Instagram a couple times. He's just a really cool dude, and his beats are amazing. So I was like, I got to do it. I got to fully commit. And when we talked about getting this show on, I was like, yeah, I can make an album. You know, so I did. It took me 2 weeks, but I got a super rough draft of the album, and then I just now I have 8 songs. They're all done. Really, they need some final polishing, ticks here and there, but everything is pretty much good and ready to go. The first single just dropped today. It's called Affection. So Affection by Chaff the Prophet is out today. It'll actually be out whenever this video airs, so it's not date specific, so it's out.
It sounds like that song, just based on the title, it's probably going to be more intimate, more introspective. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, most definitely. It is a very slow-paced kind of love song. All the songs are like more slower tempoed love songs. They're all written about my wife, who I married in October of last year.
So she's like one of your main inspirations behind your music.
Yes, 100%.
That's beautiful.
For this album, I will say I've written about some pretty fucked up stuff in the past. So not about that. But, most of that stuff is make-believe or inspired from real events. whether a guy or a girl, or just maybe a friendship or something. You know, sometimes they're real ideas, and then I just morph it to fit the narrative I want. This album is very much written about my wife. There is a bit of a story building element to like kind of play with the love song. It's hard to say I love you 9 different ways in different songs. But I think that I did it okay. So I did 8 songs instead of 9 this time, which was a big change for me because normally I'm very set on the 9 songs thing. It's it stems from a Michael Jackson thing, who's a main influence on me since I was 9 years old. Since he died, unfortunately. I knew his music a little bit before he died, but I did not get into him until it felt like he was missing, and I was like, all right, time to fill that void. And I could never. But, you know, at the same time, I like what I do, and I enjoy making stuff that's kind of inspired by him, and over time I've kind of learned to balance the Michael Jackson thing. Not to be Michael Jackson, but to be inspired by Michael Jackson and to keep my own voice intact while I do that. So this album really showcases that for me. And, but after I remember your question, since I've ranted for 20 minutes.
No, do your thing.
So your original question was like about what genre I do and like how I would describe my music, and the answer is like it's inspired from so many different things, from Michael Jackson to Depeche Mode to like Justin Bieber, the 1975. I mean, just a bunch of different artists in different time periods. Like sometimes I think of James Brown when I'm doing a riff. And sometimes I think about Ozzy Osbourne. Or, you know, bunch of crazy stuff I think about because I'm into so many different types of music. But the genre is normally synth pop. That's normally the genre. But this time it's a trap soul R&B album. So
the one mainly about your wife, trap soul R&B.
This brand new album, which is called In the Key of Love. It's gonna drop on October 1st.
Nice.
Constantly pump my shit.
Do it.
On October 1st of 2025, my new album, In the Key of Love by Chaff the Prophet, is going to drop. And those songs are all written about my wife, and they are it's a trap soul album. And the beats are all made by Zeno Beats. Zino.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has she heard any of the songs, or is it a surprise until it comes out?
No, she has heard the songs. She likes the songs.
Nice, that's important.
Yeah. She's also kind of a nag sometimes. She likes the album. She likes what I was working on before this. There's a couple songs I scrapped that she really liked. And I was like, I had to let it go for the new album to just take. Because, you know, I don't know. I just, I wasn't feeling it. Normally I feel it after a couple songs or I get it right away, but it was like I wasn't feeling it, and I guess she was feeling it. You know, and I was just like, I'm sorry, but it's at least got to get pushed back. So it's not like they're gone.
Maybe as singles or a different project.
Most definitely, like maybe I'll just go into dropping some singles after a while of like some of the scraps and stuff like that. But as of right now, like I really like doing this album and the way I did it, and I do have some like future plans of what I might do after this.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So kind of going back to how you were saying you do a lot of the creative aspects behind the scenes yourself. Does that include like the cover arts for your songs?
Yes. 99, I'm pretty sure all of them. Pretty sure every single one I've done. In the early days, it was just a simple font or whatever, but I would make the image. I would go in there and type everything out and place it all and stuff like that. But it was just a font. As time went on, AI got bigger. I don't remember. I think Psychedelic Bubblegum's cover art is generative AI, which I feel freaking horrible about now because everybody's got like this whole negative taste for AI, and I agree. When it comes to art, you should pay somebody for it. I am even today on a very limited budget. Now today I have a little bit more wiggle room, and I spend a lot of money. I put a lot of money into this. I don't get very much back out, but I do put a lot of money into this. Back then, I did not have the money to put into this, just paying bills and trying to get by in an apartment.
Of course.
I did use generative AI for that album art. And then the next album, when it came to the music video, I again used generative AI, but I did it in a more creative way, I think. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. It is my most recent. I thought it was a cool tool to use. and at the same time, independent artists don't have access to many resources that are inexpensive. If you look at my music video, the CGI work that is done in that by AI is freaking nuts. I mean, it's worth hundreds of dollars from a creator, generating that on a computer, and it looks kind of like early 90s to like 2000 sci-fi. It's a weird vibe. It and I made it like an 80s kind of vibe. So it's just, I thought that it fit really well with what I was going for, because the album is about like a relationship that's kind of like on the rocks and is just like putting this dude through the ringer. So it made sense because like at the time I was feeling kind of depressed about the state of the world and stuff, and so I called the album "The Future Sounds of Heartbreak."
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, thank you. So when I did that, I basically like used AI as kind of a statement to say like, this is how bad the world is, and I used AI to like basically put freaking Teslas everywhere, and everything was super dystopian, and but the year was like 2084, so it's like right there or something. And like I remember showing it to some buddies, and they were like 2084, and I was like, yeah, that's how bad it's gonna get. And I was like, that's how bad it's gonna get. And I, not to get like too deep or anything, but like I liked doing something that had that little kind of background, like look at the world, look at it, look at it. But with this, I think I wanted to get back to something much more lighthearted. I wanted to, because we're all dealing with that kind of stuff every day. That's like what everybody's trying to escape, is like, you can't escape it on comedy anymore. You can't escape it on TV or the internet, or the only way you can escape it is by going outside and looking at trees. I mean, you go to the freaking store and something's there that's just horrible, it's like, I don't know, man. So I guess I just wanted to do something that just was positive. It had to be 100% positive. What the heck happened to the light?
No worries, we'll edit all this together.
I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared of the dark. It's okay, I'm gonna hit my lead.
There you go.
Cut this out and nobody will know that I'm a nicotine addict.
Yeah, that's the beauty of recording and it's not live. What happened? Your computer just turned off? Yeah, even when I'm recording, every once in a while, I'll just kind of like wiggle the mouse so it stays on.
Yeah.
So you might want to do that too.
Oh, man.
Back in it? Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Give us a little countdown.
Yeah, we'll go back into it.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're back.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened at all. So
nothing sexual happened. For sure.
So what I want to talk about, we were talking about your music. I know from past experiences talking to you, correct me if I'm wrong, but at some point you were a Michael Jackson impersonator. That's correct?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me about that.
Okay. I was a Michael Jackson impersonator from like 9 to 18. So
okay.
I think it was like 9 to 19 technically. I did some stuff in that last year. 10 years. I pushed it to the 10-year mark. I wore the wig and I did the outfits and I danced and sometimes I sang. But yeah, I did the whole 9 yards.
How'd you get into all that?
Well, when he died, I was very young. I was 9 years old, and I really liked singing and dancing already.
Okay.
And, like my parents will tell you, like I was always performing when I was a kid. They took me to the circus at 5 years old, and I came back and I was doing the circus. Like that was like, standing on a bucket, being like, this is the flying trapeze. Watch out.
Okay,
like,
creative. Yep.
Yeah. I was like a crazy imaginative kid when it came to like performing. I wanted to perform. I wanted to please people, and I wanted to entertain. And I think that's what I was saying was with the. I wanted to make it positive this time. And so, like, with the album, like, I wanted to make it very positive this time because I want to entertain people. I want them to have that escape from the world. I want to give them that joy because there is joy to be had. Like, loving your wife is a beautiful thing. Like, loving your partner is a beautiful thing. So I think that if we all just love our partner and focus on like our close people in our lives and why we love them and not why we hate them, that will provide happier lives for most of the people in the world, despite what's going on around us. Because some horrible stuff is always going to happen. That's just how it goes. But yeah, for the Michael Jackson thing, I was doing it to entertain people. I found that when I was dancing to Michael Jackson, like my mom recorded me like outside of the window and posted a video on YouTube of me like in my Michael Jackson outfit as a little kid, like dancing outside. And I hated it because I was kind of like, I got to this weird age at like 9 where I didn't want to perform in front of people. I was kind of shy and nervous and stuff, and I was like, I don't want people judging me, you know. And but then like, it was more so my close family and friends because I had to see them every day. I was like, I don't want to perform for them. They're every day, you know. So I would go outside and dance on the porch and be like, all right, just don't watch me. Like I would let like the cars passing by like honk and, you know, see me and wave and stuff like that. I would like run in there and be like, oh, they honked, they saw me, they waved at me. But yeah, I would just like dance like that outside. And one day she posted a video of it, my mom, and I was like, I just saw it and I was like, I kind of want to do that. You know, I liked the attention, but also I liked making older people happy. I was a younger person who was able to make older people happy, where it was like, you know, they looked back and saw nostalgia. Like my mom grew up in the 80s, and I could tell you, she was like, oh yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. She loved Michael Jackson, growing up to some extent. And in the 80s, most people did. So it's like, I wanted to please that entire crowd of people. So when I got into school and I started to do talent shows and stuff, because I started practicing. I watched some tutorials on YouTube back when I was a kid, and I got into the dancing and tried to mimic his voice and stuff. And I mean, that was it. I mean, I just got into, you know, performing different songs and stuff, and at talent shows, and I would always get like standing ovations. Like I never won for my Michael Jackson stuff. So that sucked to my school. That sucked, all right? Now I'm going to get famous and I'm not going to do anything for you. No. But no, it sucked because like I never got, like, you know, nobody ever voted me to win or even third place, you know. I always just barely got knocked off or whatever. And then my senior year, I decided to do Green Day, and I smashed my freaking guitar that I had from 5th grade on stage, and that got me 3rd place. So they're a tough crowd. Yeah, you know, I had to smash my freaking 5th grade guitar for 3rd place. All right? Tough crowd, Romeo.
Damn. Okay, so I'm wondering, is there still like content, like maybe covers, songs, or videos that people could find of you in your Michael Jackson impersonating prime?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
They are out there.
Is that something that you like embrace and promote, or is that more so like...
it is hidden.
Okay.
It's hidden, but it's out there. So go find it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Hey, literally, if you look up my name, I think the basket case one comes up from the Green Day concert where I smashed the guitar. Like, if you look up Kenneth Schaff, which I said at the beginning of this video, if you look up my actual name, that shows up, the basket case performance, and that will take you to my Michael Jackson channel, in which you will find some of the cringiest videos you will ever watch. Hopefully none of my older channels are connected to that, because I have some crazy stuff uploaded to YouTube. I used to make, like, I know you couldn't find this in your homework, you're not Nardwar, alright, but like, I used to make Mario plushie videos when I was a kid, and those are all still up on YouTube. Okay. You know, there's a gold mine out there for anybody who knows. And then, I'm saying this specifically for one person and one person only. He's one of my best friends. I have a couple best friends, and this is one of my best friends, alright? There's a video out there that I made that is a Hannah Montana song. It's just like a full length, it's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Hannah Montana. And the animation is of a mouse. And it's not like I was like trying to get into animation. I was really young. And the mouse just like rocks back and forth. He does this. And then the frame is the same frame. And he just goes like that the whole time. The name of this video will not be stated. Nobody's finding this. But it's for that one guy. Because he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. So I need you to include this part for that guy.
Okay, we'll keep it in.
But like that video... is a classic that only certain people know about it. And I will show you it because it will make you crack the hell up. It is one of the funniest things for no reason. Because it's like, why does it exist?
Yeah,
You're like, someone thought this was a good idea and made it. Why did this kid have access to the internet? The 2000s kids should not have had access to the internet.
Oh man, I can only imagine the brain rot on them.
A lot of brain rot. We cannot judge today's kids, 2000s people, alright?
Nope.
Because we are brain rotted to the core. Nyan Cat? Come on.
Yeah,
right?
That's how it all started.
Like the troll faces. Come on. Not funny, guys.
Yeah.
It's freaking. The stuff is still funny, but it's like, you can definitely tell why like Skibidi Toilet and stuff goes off. Because it's like, shit's funny. You know, it's just brain rot humor is funny.
Yup. Okay, so I want to transition into talking about the Halloween party that we're all getting together to put. Yup. So let's see, where do we start? What music are you gonna perform? Are you gonna perform the songs about your wife or?
Yes.
Okay.
Not to cut you off. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna perform the new album.
All the new album.
Not in its entirety, but 6 out of 8.
Okay.
6 out of 8. Not because Satan or anything. No 6's relation or anything. Just,
Yo.
just 6 songs. Happens to be the time slot which I'm given. And also, I like the other songs a lot, but I think they're more album songs and not for me to perform live.
Yeah, some songs are like that.
Yeah. I just think they're good. They're just, and honestly, one of them I've considered throwing on there, and I've played back and forth with it. But I have my 6 picked out, and I really like them. And I think that it's not going to be very Halloween. My set personally. But I think with like the haunted house thing that we're doing, with the set kind of being like a haunted mansion kind of theme or whatever, I think that will make it enough Halloween for me to scoot by.
There you go. Do you know your costume? What you're gonna be?
I'm gonna wear this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just gonna go like this.
You should
all
put on
dolled
like a
up.
masquerade mask or something.
I've thought about like possibly some face paint or maybe a mask to like unveil, maybe a
like a Phantom of the Opera kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe like a robe or something to unveil. You know, I have stuff like that, but I haven't decided on anything yet, and I don't want to give too much away. That's already too much said. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Mute it. Nah.
Did I unfocus the camera by putting my hand in front of it? All right,
We're good.
Yes. No technical issues.
Yes.
I'm a camera guy. I know what's going on.
Oh, nice.
I know what's going on.
Yeah, because even just like how you express yourself and how you talk about your music, you seem very like theatrical, like into that whole element. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what you do, and like we're gonna incorporate the fog machine and
fog machine will be really cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait, dude. I have so many like little ideas and stuff, but I want to keep it a surprise because I want it to be a big show. You know? I want it to be like, you know, I want to entice people, and it's not with the mystery, but with the actual show itself. I think it's gonna be cool enough, and I think that if people don't show up, they will see the video of the show and be like, bruh,
I should have came. Yo.
So come.
Yes.
Now.
Yes. Do it. Yeah. Have you ever like done anything like this before, where you're performing at like a party, stuff like that?
I performed once with Sativa Reyes.
Okay.
He had like a little house show
last
Halloween. Almost like a precursor to what we're doing.
Nice.
But it was with a karaoke machine, very kind of small, and we had a couple artists show up, but it wasn't. I mean, we had a good crowd, honestly. It was crazy. We had like a decent amount of people there. We were all eating pizza and freaking having a great time. So, and then we kind of turned it into an open mic afterwards where we were like, just, you know, come on.
Oh, that's fun.
Whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time. Other than that, I performed I performed another open mic with him. I performed an open mic with him one time. It was a very small set. I think that was 3 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and him have been performing together like once sporadically every once in a while. And this was another one of those times.
Yep.
Freaking great guy.
Yep. I've had an episode with Sativa Reyes. I think he was episode like 8 or 9, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's dope. But yeah, so it was super cool because that was kind of my first experience performing my music live. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I did, like, I had like a panic attack. Like, I was freaking out. Like, I had to drink, I had to drink alcohol to like calm my nerves. And I don't like, I drink, but like for the people who like saw me at the metal show last week, I drink. They know this. But I was like drinking to calm myself, which I normally don't do. And it was fine. I mean, I ended up performing fine, but it took me like a song or something. Like, it took me like 2 songs or something to like snap into it. I was just like, it's just like performing in your bedroom, except they're, you know, like most of the people aren't even listening.
Yeah,
people were talking over me and stuff, and like they're just like chilling with their friends, doing whatever, not paying attention. So I was like, okay, it's just like performing in my bedroom. And that's what I did. I just like got into it and started singing over the tracks or whatever. And,
it helps if you just close your eyes and immerse yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
that too.
Just get carried by the song.
I know last Halloween, when I did the show with Sativa, I had a mask because the album was called Alien Alone in a Bar, and it was kind of themed around an alien. So I had like this. It's crazy. It was an old werewolf mask, I believe, that I like tore everything, like the face off of. I tore the face off of, and it was black underneath, and it had like this red nose piece, and the sharp teeth were still like all on it.
Oh, that's
so
kind of sick.
Like, so I performed like the first song with that, and then I took it off and did the rest of my set. Because I like the Halloween stuff, but well, for that show, I wasn't going to perform the whole thing with the mask on. It was a big clunky like plastic mask, so it worked fine. But I had to take it off by the second song.
Not very effective performing a whole set with a mask on.
Yeah, I think this year I'm gonna do something pretty cool with my entrance.
Okay.
I think that again, I don't want to give too much away, but I think like if you want to know, like, give some like give those details. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something really cool with my entrance, I think, and hopefully I'm gonna have a laser light again.
Okay.
Because my freaking laser light broke, and I'm pissed off about that. You know this. My laser light that I got from Walmart 5 years ago, I was gonna use it for the show. I was like, this is perfect. Gonna use it. Breaks. Didn't knock it over. Didn't do anything to it. Just plugged it in one day. No. And I was like, all right, cool. So I am going to try and find maybe another laser light, or because the fog machine has a RGB light on it, I might just use the lasers from that. It's just they don't move, and that pisses me off. I want the lasers to move.
Yeah, it does definitely add a more like stimulating to the eyesight kind of thing.
Yeah, I've thought about some cool ideas, like possibly, if I have one, I'm gonna go look at my parents' house or whatever. We used to have the projection Halloween lights that, like, you would project on your wall on the house. Ooh,
sick.
And I was thinking about like sticking it in the grass and like pointing it at the floor for like a dance floor kind of vibe.
Yes.
As long as it didn't get blocked directly by somebody, like I think it would work pretty well. But I don't know. Maybe it won't work super well. Maybe it'll be horrible.
Never know unless you try.
But I have some creative ideas like that where it's just stuff that I have. Hopefully utilizing some stuff that I have to make this show really cool. I tend to do that kind of stuff.
That's cool, and that's like that same out of the box stuff that makes you unique and separates you. Because I know I'll go to open mic searches, whatever, showcases, and it just seems like a lot of the artists, they just kind of, they pass by, you know. It's like they're up there for whatever time slot, and, you know, they're kind of generic, or it's just kind of like filler episodes. I've heard someone refer to it as. And then, like, the next person comes, and then it's just like, wow, they really have my attention.
Right.
You know, and I feel like your mindset, you're more leaning towards, like, someone who garners attention as opposed to just someone who just is there.
Right. I think that, like, my music is enough, and if I stood there and just, like, in just the black or whatever, if I just stood there and sang, I'm sure people would enjoy it. But that's not what I want from people. I want people to be like, how's he doing all this?
Yeah.
And if they're not like that, that's totally fine, because then they have, like, a realistic picture, and they know how I'm doing it, you know? They get, like, this kind of idea in their head, and they're like, I could do that, though, you know? Like, there are so many people out there that don't do stuff that could. Like, there are so many artists out here that are just like waiting to be told to go do it, and it's like, go do it, go do it. Like, you don't have to be perfect on your first album. You don't have to be perfect on your first song. My early music is not very good in the grand scheme of things, but I put everything out and I don't delete it. People have asked me before, like, do you ever delete your songs when they get, like, you know, when you just feel like they're bad? And it's like, no, because then would I even have anything? You know, would I only have my current album if I felt that way? It's like, I always feel like I'm topping myself and I'm getting better and better and better. So
yeah, plus it showcases the progress.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is my first album.
Right.
How it sounds compared to my most recent one, and they can see the growth.
Because I know there's some arguments that say that, like, your first release, you never get it back. You know, when you make an artist and you drop your first release, you never get it back. And that's true. Also, keep going. Like, I don't know. I just, if you feel like you have to start a new artist and start again and really start fresh, then you can give it a go. But you might find yourself doing that over and over and over again, you know? And I think that, for me, I like showing the progress, and no matter how far I go, I would like to keep it under the same label if possible. Although I think that if I went under contract with a music industry person, I would probably use my real name.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would use my real name for clarity. Maybe I keep the $ or something in my last name or something, but I would use my real name because I think that Chaff the Prophet is a personal, I'm 100% in control type of thing, and I think that if I got signed onto a record company, I would not be 100% in control of my music, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe I would. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have a misunderstanding. But
depends on the deal.
Right. So, depending on what happens, which I'm not planning on signing anytime soon, I just plan on making what I make and doing what I do because I like it. That's what's kept me going for 6 years.
Yeah, the love of the game.
Yep. Success is just, like, for me, hopefully, like we were talking about my kids or whatever, my future kids and, you know, whatever. It's like, I would like for those kids to find my music and be like, Dad, what's this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I made that. They're like, you made this? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
You can make something too if you want. You know, you can do whatever you want. If it's you know, as long as you're not hurting people. You do whatever you want. You know, if you want to be a policeman, you focus up and you go and become a policeman. If you like music, you focus up and you start making music.
Yeah.
Because you like it.
And you're basically just that motivation. You're paving the way for them. You're showing them, like, hey, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's important. You know, it's like showing the future people that whether hope is lost or not, you know, you can always find inspiration and you can always do something with that. And if you can't find inspiration and you're just down on your luck, then sometimes that's the best time to create stuff.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes my best work comes out of being depressed or sad, or like this whole album came out of negative stuff. That's why it had to be so positive, was because I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Like, I made my whole album. I put everything into it, you know, and I did what I wanted to do with it. I had a good time. And then I was like, I felt like I couldn't do anything better than that. And then I proved myself wrong. And that's the best part, is you always look back and you're just like, how silly. How silly,
like,
how naive.
How dare I doubt myself.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, I try never to get that pretentious, because it's like, I think that it's important to feel like you can lose yourself, because you can. You know, you can make hot garbage for a while, and you gotta be cautious of that, you know. So that's why I always try to do something different and change it up. And sometimes I'll keep something going for a little bit to let it evolve into a certain thing, and then I'll pull back and make something completely different. I've done a disco album.
Whoa, yeah,
that was fun. I've already told you, like, I produced some 2010 stuff before. I've got some just crazy synth pop stuff, 80s kind of like new wave almost. And then, now I'm doing a soul trap, like a trap soul R&B album, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd do it, but I'm here.
I would consider you a genre blender as well. Like, you just blend genres together to do your own thing.
Yeah, I really do like that. Because I just like so many genres of music. Like,
Yeah.
I said, I was at a metal show like over the weekend, and I saw some awesome bands. They were just cool. They were really freaking awesome.
I'm wondering if you have any like specific goals within the music industry, or I know you said you like to do like film and whatnot, like just overall goals in the entertainment industry.
Goals in general. Well, if we're talking bucket list, I want to make a movie at some point.
Okay.
I want to do a cheap little campy sci-fi movie or something.
Okay, yeah.
I've experimented with adult entertainment. It's online. I'm not going to promote it or say the name of what it was, but it was pretty stupid in my opinion. I didn't like where it was going. I talked to some people after it came out, and they said they liked the concept and stuff, and they thought that it was interesting. So I've thought about maybe exploring it again.
Okay.
Maybe trying to come up with something better. But I really want to do like some sort of campy sci-fi movie. Whether like I used to do puppets and stuff when I was a kid. So,
Okay.
You know, anything like that would be cool. I guess something campy.
Okay.
and corny.
Campy?
Yeah, it's like corny, low
okay.
budget sci-fi,
Gotcha.
like basically where you could see the wires and stuff like that.
Oh,
Just
okay,
like, yeah,
okay.
like really corny. I like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because those kind of things are kind of what I was talking about earlier, where it's like, you know, whether you can tell or you can't tell how I'm doing it, it intrigues you enough to wonder how. And if you see how, then you're like, well, then I can do it, you know.
Okay.
And so it's almost like magic, you know. It's like when you're a kid and you see the coin flip thing, it's like, whoa, what that's crazy. And then it's like, then when you're an adult, you see it at the same time, you're like, dude, I bet I could do that if I learned how to do it. I bet I could do that. And it's just that same wonder again. And I think that both of those things are important. You know, I think the wonder of a child is just as important as the wonder of an adult. You know, and adults have lost their wonder completely. And they're just almost amazed by nothing.
Yeah.
And can you blame them? I mean, we're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
desensitized by our phones and stuff like that. Not to get too topical or crazy, but I mean, yeah, it's true. We're all kind of desensitized, and like the wow factor is
That
always,
lust for life.
Yeah, it's just kind of decreased over time. But
It's like you have to find ways to nurture your inner child
Yeah.
in some ways.
But I think the entertainment industry does a fairly good job of still bringing that back, whether it's in a movie or in, you know, just in music. People just look at it and they're like, wow, that's just insane. How are they doing that? You know, how is that done? Like, to name a big artist, like, that did that to me recently, like, The Weeknd's Hurry Up Tomorrow album.
Okay.
Like, I listened to that and I was like, how do I ever compete? How do I ever make anything in that sphere, you know? And it pissed me off. It made me pissed and like angry. I loved the album, but I was like, how could you do this to me? Like,
How could you set the bar so high?
Yeah. and then I realized that again, it was just that wonder was there. I was just like, it brought me back into being like, I have to do something greater. I have to push myself to the next professional level. And I'm not saying the album's on par with that, alright? I would never fucking do that. It's a good album. Good album. But like my album is a good album. But I would not put it up against Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yo.
This shit is $1 billion greater than my album.
Yeah.
Alright, I have no money.
Yeah, he has a whole production team of like the best producers
Yeah.
and the best engineers and DJs and stuff. So
I do what I can. Alright.
Yep.
Friggin'. And then Justin Bieber's new album did that to me too. Swag. And
Okay.
and then just last week he dropped Swag 2, and I was like, bruh. I'm not like a huge Justin Bieber fan. I know I brought him up twice now, but I'm not a huge fan. But these last two albums, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice, Justin. Very good.
Yeah, I
Not that it means
respect
shit from
his
some
career
random-
a lot.
Not that it means shit from like someone like me, but like, nah, dude, good shit, bro. I listen to that shit in the car. It's good music, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a very genius, talented mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. Do you have any other goals besides you want to do a movie?
I want to do the movie. I guess just keep upping the ante. You know,
Okay.
I just want to keep pushing it. I've thought about doing it, like having an animated music video at some point.
Okay.
That'd be cool. I'd like to find somebody to do that. As I said, I'm low budget, but like I feel like if one year I put my entire budget into like just I had the album and then I had an animated music video, that'd be really cool. I don't have super high goals, I guess. I'm just having a great time. My goal is always to entertain people. That's my goal of the industry. It's like, that's why I want to get seen by people. That's why I want people, you know, it's not for the money or the fame. Not that I wouldn't do anything with it, but like, it's not for any of that. It's just because I want to entertain people, you know. That is my main concern. Like, I would perform for, like, if I got famous, I would perform for free in random spots and not tell anybody. I'd just jump in on open mics and shit. But still, I would just jump in on open mics and shit.
Yeah.
If I could avoid being followed around enough to get to an open mic, I would go to an open mic and I would do it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. That would be, like, viral.
Yeah,
like, oh, did you see, you know, Grammy winner Kenneth? Like, he's over here at an open mic.
Then think about how many people would go to open mics and shit if, like, a celebrity was, like, traveling open mics and stuff, like, underground. Because, like, people would just be like, oh, well, you never know who you're gonna see.
Yeah,
like, hey,
very true.
It just does something for the community too. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like fame and stuff is cool, but like I really just want to entertain people. I want them to, like, when they see my music video, like, if they get a laugh out of it and they think it's stupid and funny, that's fine. You know, if they think it's like horrible and it like pisses them off, that's not the reaction I want. Right? If it pisses, like, if it makes you like, if you're like, this is freaking horrible, but like you're having a laugh about it, that's cool too. You know, I don't care. And but I guess if you're enjoying it, that makes me feel good. You know, that always makes me feel better. But I just want to put a smile on people's faces, whether they're just like, oh, this guy kind of sounds like Michael Jackson sometimes, or, oh, this guy just fully commits to what he's doing, or look at how he dresses, or whatever it is, whether it's mocking or not mocking. I just want people to smile and have a good time and forget about the crazy shit that's going on in the world. And if they did that, whether they know it or not, they completed my goal. So that's why I'm happy to get back into like live performing and stuff. So
yeah,
it'll be cool.
Cool. So I think we should wrap it up with one more topic.
Yeah.
I think a perfect topic to wrap it up with. You did mention her a few times. I want to talk a little bit more about your wife and what it's like to be a married man and, you know, living with your significant other.
It's horrible. We hate it. Back in the kitchen. No, I'm sorry. Don't. I want to be canceled. Cut that out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, jokes.
Yes, of course, bro. Respect
How did you meet her?
Women. Respect women. That's an old PewDiePie quote. You know? Respect women. Right? We do, honestly. No, my wife is freaking amazing. As a freaking most women that I've met. I mean, just like, dude, my wife is great. Like, most of the time we just chill and watch movies or hang out. We have been married since October. It was a beautiful wedding. It was like, the weather was a little hot, but it was overall perfect. I mean, it was just a great time. Like, sunny out, just everybody was smiling, having a great time. Reception was really nice, had a great time. And then, just the married life has been great. We have a dog. His name is Yoshi.
Okay.
We did not name him that. He was named that already. When we got him from, like, a rescue shelter. Okay. So that was cool. And, I mean, we just kind of chill. I play Mario a lot.
Okay.
So
she, like, watches you?
Yeah, she watches me play Mario sometimes. Sometimes she just sits on TikTok or, you know... but we watch movies together, and we'll go out to eat, and you know,
date nights.
Yeah, we do date nights, and we keep it a relationship. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but I mean, you know, it's just we're married. It's basically being boyfriend and girlfriend, but better. You know, and that's it.
Yeah,
we're more tied down. It's more secure. There's a lot more trust, generally speaking. It's just great. I don't know. I mean, obviously everybody has their ups and downs. No relationship is perfect. I don't want to paint it that way, but like our relationship is pretty great, and I'm super grateful and lucky to have it. I think that shows with the music. Like, you can just tell that it comes from an honest place. Like, I've never felt more honest and like out of a character, you know, because a lot of the times I do characters and stuff, and no, this time it's just very me. It's just me portraying my love for my wife. Sometimes with, like, you know, I'll talk about how it's raining or something, and that's imaginary, but, like, you know, otherwise, I mean, we've had moments in the rain and stuff, but, you know, it's just, it feels super open and honest, and I'm very happy to share it with people. Married life is great. Couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, and
it's only year one, though, so we'll see how it goes.
And just kind of relating to your situation, there was a YouTuber that I watched. His name is Corey Kenshin, and he was saying something that, like, when you have a community, when you have people around you who you care about, like, if you're not going through, you know, trials and tribulations, and you're not evolving together and going through those hard times, is like, he doesn't even want it, you know. So it's all about finding those people who you do care about,
right,
and you stick through it with each other through those hard times and the good times as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, like you were saying, it's like boyfriend and girlfriend, but the next level.
Right.
I feel like when you're in a relationship, you should always be like actively trying to date them, even though you're already together.
Yeah.
Like, still trying to court them and trying to win their affection over stuff like
definitely,
that.
Yeah, you have to put that effort in. It has to be, because sometimes there will be moments where, like, one person isn't putting effort in, and I think it's just, you have to put some effort in, you know, sometimes to cover the slack, and there's got to be a lot of patience, you know, patience and understanding, and communication needs to be up. You have to communicate with your partner and know what's going on in their lives, and know that you're a part of their life, and you know, you have to be there for them. It's really important.
What would you say is, like, maybe 3 things that you appreciate about your wife?
She's beautiful. She is very smart. Like, she does make me laugh on occasion really freaking hard. But I think instead of the funny one and some of the more generic ones, the most important one is, like, I think she cares about me more than anybody on the planet possibly could care about me. Any diehard fan could care about me. Just anybody. She cares about me more than absolutely anybody. And I try to reciprocate that as much as possible. And you know, sometimes I fail, and sometimes that causes her to stumble too. But we always take that distance, and again, it's trials and tribulations. You just make it stronger. Like, I do feel like we're soulmates. Yeah, if you believe in that sort of thing, I do feel like, you know, I finally found that person to just keep going with. You know? And I love that.
Yeah,
I truly love that.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Any closing statements you want to add before we sign off?
I'm sorry I'm a rambler.
Apologize.
I'm very high. I've never done a podcast before. Last time I did this was like high school TV class.
Okay.
It's out there, but you're not gonna find it. Maybe you will, actually. There's some like hints in the video that you could probably piece together where high school was. If you really wanna see cringe. But anyways, it's all for love. I do this because I want to make people smile, and I want to make people happy, and I think that everybody goes through shit all of the time, and if I could just like have this clipped or anything, this is what I would say, is like, love each other. Love each other. Love each other, love each other, love each other. You have to love each other. Every single person on the planet needs to love each other, whether you hate that motherfucker or not. Love them anyways. Go home and love them. Like, it might make you cry and scream with pain trying to love that person, but you have to. And there are some people in my life that, like, I have really struggled to love. And I still try to this day to, like, you know, like, some people are not a part of my life anymore, and I, like, hold hostility towards them. And I try to wipe that so much, and I'm just like, you have to love that person. Because they're a human being, and they have value, and I think it's important to give people some enjoyment, to take them out of the bullshit that they're dealing with, because no matter who you are or how fucked up whatever you've done is, you need to be taken out of your life for 5 seconds to an hour. You know, it just has to happen, like whatever state you are as a human being. So I think that if we all tried to make people smile and happy a little bit more, that we could really improve our situation. That's it. I mean, check out my music if you want.
Yes.
Chaff the Prophet.
Chaff the Prophet, everybody.
Thank you.
I did it.
Thank you.
You did it really good.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it.